Hey everyone, this is probably my realest video that I've ever done. I'm going to be totally honest and I'm going to share with you guys what's actually going on with me, my life, my journey. Because I've shared so much. For those of you who know me, I've shared so much. But still there's so much up in the air of what I'm really doing and what I'm really going through. I'm quite scared to speak about this because this is something that I've hidden for so long and that I've kept to myself and that I've tried to hide using spirituality. So for those of you who don't know me, my legal name is Ethan Blake Morris. My father wasn't at my birth, so his last name, which is Tangitu, isn't on my birth certificate. But I still use his last name, and which makes me Ethan Tangitu. So most people who already know me as Ethan Tangitu, and I use that last name because it has culture. I'm 20 years of age. I live in Australia, New South Wales, on the Central Coast. I'm unemployed at the moment, and I'm going to tell you guys why. And that's pretty much the basic stuff about me right now. So I want to share with all of you something really deep. Something that's been within me since I was 18, and it's going to be unexpected because a lot of people probably won't believe what I'm about to say, and probably won't think it's true, or will be a bit shocked and amazed because most people who know me know Ethan Tangitu, know him as as rough as a brick, or as masculine as anything, or they know me as just this guy who drinks and sleeps around and parties and drugs up and just goes to work and is just a normal guy. And I used to be like that, but that all changed once I turned 18. And let me tell you guys what happened when I turned 18. So just after my 18th birthday party, it was a massive party. All of you who were there know how that went down. It was a beautiful night. I had pills, I had alcohol, we had a DJ, there was money everywhere, and it was just a nice party. But we were all wasted, off our faces, off our heads. Anyway, a few months after that, I decided within myself that I was gonna quit drinking. And the reason because of that was that my mother had just quit drinking. She went to rehab. She came out of jail and then she went straight into rehab to become sober. And she's sober now for nearly 2 years. So back in 2015, around about March, I decided that I was going to quit drinking. And so I did. I stopped drinking and I haven't drunk since then. And I also decided at that point in my life that I was going to stop partying and taking drugs, which I have stopped since then as well. And after I had done that, I had a very, very strange experience started to happen to me. I started to get a lot of social anxiety. And this is a big shock to all the people who know me and my family because I was never like that when I was younger. I was always a stupid, out there, funny guy. But to be honest, and deep down within my heart, I am quite a hurt person, and I don't know why, but after I turned 18, everything changed in my life. I completely changed. I started to get social anxiety. I became depressed as shit. I was confused and lost. And I think there was a reason because of this. It wasn't just that I quit alcohol and I quit drugs. I also started to get into spirituality. I started to look into the universe and all these law of attraction and positive thinking and all these things. So my awareness opened up a little bit. And because of that, I did start to notice that I was such an anxious person. I was such a disconnected, out of alignment person. And as time went on, I was really hurt. I got really depressed. And I drifted away from a lot of people. A lot of my good friends and a lot of my family. I had to drift away from them because I had a dark secret that I had a massive social anxiety that just came out of nowhere. And what would happen is that when I would talk to people, my face would start to twitch, my lip would start to twitch, it would start to do weird stuff, just twitch around when I would talk to people. And I hated that. I didn't know why it was happening. And whenever I would talk to people, even my family, my mother, anyone who was close to me, as soon as I spoke to them, my facial muscles on my lip and my eye and stuff, they would start to twitch. And this is what actually drove me into deep depression, because I couldn't be around people anymore. I had to quit my job. I couldn't talk to people. I couldn't socialize because I had such a deep social anxiety. And then my facial muscles would twitch whenever I looked or talked to somebody. And this really killed me inside, and that is what drove me into depression. The fact that I couldn't have friends, I couldn't be around people, I couldn't feel good about myself. I went into such deep depression at this stage of my life. The thing at this point in my life was that also another door opened. As that door opened of anxiety and depression, another door opened, and it was spirituality, which was really funny because that stuck with me to this day. And that gave me so much insight into being positive, trying to heal yourself, trying to be a good human being. And I've followed that path for a long time. And so what happened was I'm pretty sure I used the law of attraction to attract my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, which was Sarah Sassani. And one day, so it's a funny story, I rang my boss up and I said to her, I can no longer work for you anymore. This was mainly because of my social anxiety, and I just couldn't be at work anymore. And I wanted to find something new. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be like that anymore. So I quit my job, and I would have had to work the next day, but since I had quit, I stayed up really late this night, and I was on Facebook, and I was talking to this girl, and we decided to meet up the next day, and we met up, and straight away as soon as we met, I think the first night we met, I think we spent about 8 hours together, just walking around, talking and relaxing and stuff, and on the beach. We spent 8 hours together our first time, and we just fell in love straight away. And then we were together for a few months. And she helped me so much, because what was really funny was that she seen within me how anxious I was, but at the same time she stayed with me, and she really helped me and pushed me, and I pushed her and helped her at the same time. Anyway, after our few months together, we went to the Blue Mountains together and met a bunch of wonderful people. And I met another girl there from China, and we decided to go travel together, to go experience the world. At this point in my life, I knew that I had to, because I had this deep secret that I had deep social anxiety and I was really depressed, but I was working so hard to hide that from everybody around me. So I said to myself, this is perfect, let's go, let's try and heal, let's try and be happy again, let's try and get away from all this negativity and suffering. So me and a girl named Che, and miss you Che, hope you're doing well. We started 5 days later after meeting her, we decided we're gonna leave. And so I went back home with my family, my girlfriend, and Che came with me, and she met my family and she met a few of my friends at the train station before we took off. And then we left all the way up to Murwillumbah, which is just a bit past Byron Bay. So since that moment in my life, which was about September 2015, that completely changed my whole life. I was up around Byron Bay, Murwillumbah and Burleigh Heads, and all along the coast for about 7 months. I travelled all around Queensland and back along the east coast, all the way back to my home with my friend Max from Barcelona. And you're a beautiful man. I miss you so much, bro. But anyway, so at this point in my life, I'm 19 now, so a year's passed on since I discovered I had social anxiety. I'm 19 now. I turned 19 when I was up in Byron Bay, actually. Had my 19th birthday up there. My anxiety started getting stronger, my social anxiety. It started getting a lot stronger. But I was surrounded by such positivity that I tried to balance it out. It was sort of working. I could sort of hide it and blend in because the vibes were amazing, and I just jumped on board with the amazing vibration and just acted positive and happy. But deep within myself, I felt like shit. I knew I was hiding from myself, and I thought that was the way to be a better person, was to hide from what you hate and just sort of try to pretend that you're something different. I'd done this for a long time, and it made things worse. So after my 7-month travel around North Queensland and the East Coast, I returned home. My idea at this point was that I'm gonna be normal, I'm gonna fit in, I'm gonna try and get friends, get a new girlfriend, make money, act normal, and just blend in with the rest of the crew. For 3 weeks after coming back from my travels, I was as high as a freaking kite. I was full of energy, but I knew I was hiding from myself, but I had so much energy and so much upliftment that I just went with it and I cruised with it. So I got a job. I was I was in entertainment, not with a circus, but with a party crew. So we would go to children's parties and I would dress up as Spider-Man or Superman and just play with the kids for 2 hours. So I went and met these girls, we chatted. I was like, yeah, I'm so positive, I'm gonna love it, you're gonna love me. I went and had my first day there, I was amazing. Anyway, the next meeting that we had, I couldn't hide from myself anymore. My anxiety kicked straight in and I was so nervous about myself. I was so nervous, and I was sitting at the table thinking, what's going on? Like, fuck, I should be so positive. And then after that I realized that I can't do this. My social anxiety is too much. I just can't put myself in these situations because I'm killing myself on the inside. So after experiencing that, I decided to leave home again, and I went traveling for another like 6 months. I just went everywhere. I went down to, I went all the way down south, and then I went back to the Blue Mountains for a few months, and then I came back home and went back to the Blue Mountains, and I just kept moving because I couldn't settle anywhere. Because as soon as I would settle, my social anxiety and this depression would just kick back in, and it would just rise. So all I knew was that I had to keep moving, I had to keep traveling. But I hated that I had to hide from myself. I didn't like it. I was missing out on beautiful friendships, beautiful relationships, beautiful opportunities. I'm missing out of life. I was missing out on life. And I hate that. I really hate that. So now, after a year and nearly a half of traveling and exploring and trying to learn how to be happy, how to be positive, I learned that none of that works. So 21 days ago, I decided to commit myself to something humongous, to something phenomenal. I'm attempting to heal myself naturally from these conditions of social anxiety, of fear, of depression, of confusion, and of just all negativity, all the inner turmoil, all the inner negativity of the emotions, of the mind, of the body, and the energy. I want to clean all of this out. I want to purely clean all of this. So like I said, 21 days ago, I created a system, sort of like a pathway that I'm going to walk and I'm going to commit to until I'm healed. So right now, at this point in time, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, not many people know me. A lot of people know this happy guy, this positive guy, this spiritual guy, or this drug guy, this alcoholic, or this party man, or this player for girls. I'm none of that anymore. And like I've said, after I turned 18, all of that changed from me, and I've hidden it so well that no one would even know. But maybe a few of you have got little insights that I am actually suffering within myself, and I do have a strong social anxiety and degree of depressiveness. I've decided that I'm not going to worry about having a job, following the social norms, following the expectations of other people, or just following the way the world works. I want to be a living example, a living experiment, and I want to prove to everybody that we can heal ourselves naturally. We can heal ourselves from any fear or anxiety or depression or inner negativity or suffering that we're going through. I want to prove to every single human being who watches my video, who watches this video, I want to prove to you that whatever you're going through, it's possible to heal yourself naturally without using any drugs, without using any pharmaceutical medicines, by healing yourself purely from your own natural effort, your own wanting to heal. And this is my purpose on earth. I've come here to show every single human being that whatever you're going through within yourself, whatever ailment you're going through, you can heal that naturally. You can heal that from your own effort, your own natural, organic effort. And I'm going to be that experiment. I'm going to be that example. So I'm 21 days into my own path, my own journey of healing myself, of transforming myself from an anxious, driven person to a fully alive, confident, pure, beautiful person, human being. So making this video was really hard. I was getting really emotional, and a lot of fear was coming up when I was thinking about making this video, because this is a deep thing and the world doesn't give a fuck about people suffering. We really don't give a fuck. If you look at everyone in the world, everyone's worried about building their own empire and then worrying about people. But I hate that the world's like that. So I've given up everything. I've given up my home with my family. I've given up my friends. I've given up my job. I've given up everything. All I have left is this body that's out of alignment, that's fully out of whack, that's just lost itself. That's all I have, is this body, this piece of flesh and meat that has been destroyed. And every day I'm working to repair it, to realign it, to tighten the nuts and bolts on it, so that I can show you guys that it's possible to heal yourself. And I'm speaking out for everyone in the world who has anxiety, who has depression, who is confused, who feels suicidal. I'm speaking out for all of yous, because I know how yous feel. I know what it feels like to walk around the streets and to see people talking to each other, to see people having friends, to see people out at dinner, to see people in relationships. I know what it feels like to see that, and then to have to look at yourself and to know that you're not allowed to access that life, to know that you're not allowed to step into that side of life. I know that feeling, and I've lived with it for nearly 3 years now. 18, 19, 20, no 2 years, sorry. For 2 years it's been consciously just pulsating through every cell of my body and my mind and my emotions. And I know that feeling, so I'm speaking out for all those people who are going through the same thing. And it sucks, I know it sucks. But if you're going through it, stay with me, watch me, because I'm going to prove to you that it's possible to come out of it. And every day that I wake up, this is all I look at. I look at how to heal myself. And I feel like this is my job. You know, people are trying to tell me to go get a job, to fuck all this shit off. Go get a job, be real, be realistic. I know what my job is. My job is to heal. My job is to transform. And my job is to leave my footprint on earth, so that each and every single human being that hears my name knows that there is a doorway to heal yourself and to become just a fully alive, awakened, beautiful, confident human being who can live life to the fullest. This is what I want for everyone, and I want to do it to myself to show you. So watching my videos means that you're going to watch the process of my transformation. You're going to witness the process of my healing. You're going to see everything. You're going to see how it all happens. You're going to see my ups and my downs. You're going to see what I learn. You're going to see how I fail. You're going to see how I get back up and keep going. You're going to see every single inch of Ethan Tangitu on the path to liberation. You're going to witness it. So watching my videos means that you are going to witness the process of a natural healing without any pharmaceutical drugs, without spending a single dollar. I'm not trying to sell a quick fix, get confident. I'm not trying to sell, confidence in a bottle. I want to show people the real way. And I feel within myself, I'm very confident that I have the tools to transform myself. And this has come from spirituality. And I would say that to a certain degree, I sort of am healed a little bit. But the social anxiety is still very strong. And the physical anxiety, the twitching of my face when I talk to people, it's still there. But I want to show people that there's a way out. So making these videos, there's two reasons. The first reason is that I get to show you guys the process to my healing and how you can heal yourself. And the second reason is that by watching my videos, you can support me because I don't have a job. I'm not working, I'm not earning money. So I still need to eat. That's all I need. I don't need a fancy car right now. All I need is food to eat so I can keep doing this. And I'm okay with that because to me that this is a very important job. Someone needs to do it, so I'm gonna do it. I want to prove it to the world that it's possible. So the second reason is that I need money. And so you guys can support me by watching my videos. That's all you have to do. If you guys watch my videos, YouTube will literally pay me, and that will be my income. That will be the way I get food and water, and that'll be the way I thrive, and that will be the way that you guys get to see more. So, and you can also support me by another way, by donating money if you want to. I don't really want much money. I don't need much money. I've survived off $50 for the past month. So money for me is not a very big deal, and I always find my way through. But if you guys watch my videos, you're supporting me by 100%. So today, when you're watching this video, is day 21 of my path of transformation, my path of healing. I'm on day 21. So watching my videos means that I'm going to be uploading many more videos about social anxiety, about depression, about fear, about, how do we get anxiety, why does it come, and about thousands of other topics. Whatever you guys want to talk about or you want me to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. I want to speak up for those people who are suffering within themselves. I want to speak up for all of us and get it out there, get it moving, and then get us moving to start healing ourselves and coming out of it. Not accepting it, but accepting the path to transform it. And in other videos, I'm going to include, what I'm doing throughout my days to transform myself. That's a whole nother video, so I won't talk about that now, but in my other videos I'll show you guys what I'm doing, my daily routines, what I'm eating, how I'm eating, where I'm sleeping, where I'm staying, this is my home right now. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and what I'm seeing, what I'm learning, and how I'm struggling. A lot of other things I have to talk about as well, such as my childhood, my past. I can, get deeper into my social anxiety, my experience of depression, my plan and vision for the future, the path that I've created for myself, and how and why I done that. And also just keeping you guys updated with my days, day 21, day 22, day 23, 24. And then hopefully we both get to see the day where I am transformed, because I want to see that day. I want to come out of this shit. I want to live a good life. I want to be pure. I want to be happy. And I want to feel amazing about myself. So thank you guys for watching my video. And I hope I've inspired someone. Or I hope that I've caught someone's eye. So I can help you and you can help me just by watching my videos. You're doing such an amazing help. Alright guys, I look forward to seeing you all again. Thank you.